shoulders and the game, and I think she has a voice and a platform that's gonna transcend the sport. And as we know now, sport is not just tennis. It's fashion, it's art, it's culture, it's having a platform, and I think she does brilliantly of merging all of those.
Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. So listen to this. Maria Sharapova is at it again, and this time she hasn't just praised a tennis player. She's dropped a bold, explosive declaration that has the entire WTA world buzzing. According to the five-time Grand Slam champion and former world number one, Alex Eala is the biggest fashion icon in women's tennis right now. Not just a promising young athlete, not just another rising star on the WTA tour, but a full-blown fashion force. And when Sharapova speaks like that, the whole world locks in, because this isn't just anybody talking. This is Maria Sharapova, a woman who ruled the sport for over a decade, graced fashion magazine covers while holding world number one, and truly understands what it means to carry a sport under the weight of global attention while the world is watching. When she looks at Alex Eala and calls her the biggest fashion icon in women's tennis, she's speaking from real lived experience, and she knows exactly what that level of influence looks like, and she's telling everyone she sees it in Eala right now. Sharapova said this with complete conviction, making it clear that Alex Eala, with her massive global following and undeniable presence, has already shifted the way people view women's tennis. According to Sharapova, Eala doesn't just play the sport, she rises above it, carrying the kind of magnetism, style, and cultural pull that grabs attention far beyond the tennis court. And she made it crystal clear, this isn't just about tennis anymore, it's about culture, and Eala is the one carrying that entire wave on her shoulders. Sharapova gave this statement for a very specific reason. It all came right after Alex Eala showed up at the Stuttgart opening ceremony, wearing a dress that instantly became the center of attention in both the tennis and fashion worlds. The moment she stepped out in that iconic outfit, hold up, cameras locked in, social media absolutely exploded, fashion pages flooded timelines with images, fans worldwide reacted in shock and admiration, and the entire industry started paying very serious attention. That dress wasn't just a fashion choice, it turned into a full cultural moment. Almost immediately, reports started circulating that major fashion brands are now actively targeting Alex Eala as a potential ambassador. Labels usually reserved for the biggest names in entertainment and sport have taken notice, and her Stuttgart appearance feels like the turning point where her rising WTA profile and that unforgettable opening ceremony moment collided into a perfect storm the fashion world simply couldn't ignore. Sharapova saw all of this and basically said what a lot of people were already thinking out loud. Alex Eala has stepped into a level that only a handful of athletes ever managed to reach in their entire careers. She's now someone whose influence goes way beyond just tennis, and in Sharapova's view, this isn't luck at all. It comes down to who Eala is as a person, the way she carries herself, and what she now represents to millions around the world.
Just tennis, it's fashion, it's art, it's culture, it's having a platform, and I think she does brilliantly of merging all of those together.
Sharapova isn't just saying Eala is building a name for herself, she's saying she's cracking open doors for a whole wave of young athletes across Asia who are finally starting to believe they belong at the very top. And hold up, that level of influence, according to Sharapova, pushes Eala beyond just being a player. It places her as a rising symbol not only for Asian tennis, but also for representation on the global fashion scene. Now think about it. Coming from someone like Sharapova, who lived the pressure of representing her culture on the world stage, that statement hits deeper than hype. And girl, what really stands out to her is Eala's mindset. She straight up said being a champion isn't only about stacking wins, it's about how you react when everything starts falling apart. Because let's be real, anyone can look unstoppable when things are going their way, but the real difference maker, the true champion test, is how you deal with setbacks, how you digest losses, and how you rise back up stronger. And by that standard, Sharapova believes Eala is already operating with a level of mental toughness way beyond her age. You won't believe this. Eala takes losses without letting them crack her confidence, and when she wins, she stays grounded, focused, never getting carried away. Sharapova pointed out that this kind of emotional control is incredibly rare, and honestly, one of the most valuable traits any young athlete can have. The WTA Tour? It's brutal, non-stop, no breaks. Even legends take losses, it's part of the game. What separates the decent from the elite is the ability to take those hits, keep moving, and not completely fall apart under pressure. And Sharapova, she sees every bit of that greatness already forming in Eala.
Victories are so special, but if you treat them too high, and you treat the tough moments as a really big low in your career, it's hard to find that happy medium. And I think that's what that sweet spot is really important, especially for a young player's career.
Alex Eala has been very open time and time again about how Maria Sharapova was one of her biggest inspirations growing up. Like so many young players across the globe, Eala watched Sharapova take over the sport during her peak years. From capturing Wimbledon as a teenager to building one of the most iconic careers tennis has ever seen, Sharapova's path left a deep mark on Eala. She's even said she hopes to follow a similar path, learning from those who came before her and turning those lessons into something truly extraordinary. And now, hold up. The same Sharapova she once looked up to is looking back at her with real respect, admiration, and that rare belief that only comes from someone who's actually lived that journey. And here's the thing, Sharapova isn't the only one feeling this way about Eala. The entire tennis world is watching closely, and the buzz is getting louder. Even Novak Djokovic, one of the greatest to ever do it, has reportedly shown serious admiration for the young Filipina star. After her run at Indian Wells, Djokovic reportedly said she's exciting to watch on TV, but even more impressive when you see her live. Now think about that. Coming from a player who's faced legends across generations, that kind of praise hits differently. He described her as an incredible athlete who is earning her place on the WTA the right way, not through hype or headlines, but through real talent, relentless grind, and straight-up hard work.
Get along very well with on and off the court. Again, another physical battle, but obviously against an opponent that was playing on a high level, so I'm glad to overcome it. I was really blown away by how inspired she was. I mean, I was blown away by watching.
Listen closely. This wave of praise isn't some random hype train. It's coming straight from some of the most respected voices in all of sports. Maria Sharapova sees a future icon in Eala, someone carrying Asia onto the global stage, and now even stepping into the fashion spotlight. Meanwhile, Novak Djokovic is looking at her like a future champion built on discipline and focus. And Jessica Pegula, she sees a presence that's literally lighting up the entire WTA tour. But here's the bigger picture. Millions of fans across Asia are finally seeing themselves in her story for the very first time. Now hold up, Alex Eala's journey is far from finished. There are still big wins ahead, tough losses waiting, and plenty of lessons she hasn't faced yet. But if what we're seeing right now is only the beginning, and if Sharapova's words carry the weight they feel like they do, then we might be witnessing the rise of a true Asian superstar on the WTA stage, on the court, and yes, even on the runway. And if you ask Sharapova, she's ready for that moment to arrive sooner rather than later. So stay locked in and make sure you subscribe, because this story is just getting started.